Hello, I'm Bernard Hickey from interest.co.nz and welcome to 90 at 9, brought to you in association with Bank of New Zealand. This is your morning briefing where you get everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock, starting now on October the 1st, the day when we experience our biggest tax reforms in more than 20 years. GST goes up from 12.5% to 15%. Income tax rates fall, and our corporate tax rate will actually change next year in the 2011-2012 tax year, down from 30 cents in the dollar to 28 cents in the dollar. It's too early to say yet exactly how many retailers will pass on the increase in GST, but the initial signs are that many will hold their prices, and there hasn't been a spending surge by people looking to get in ahead of the GST increase. When you look at consumer spending figures and credit card figures, it shows that people have actually been reducing their spending, not increasing it. There are other things happening today as well. The petrol price is rising in part because of the GST increase, but also because of emissions trading scheme and ACC levies. And others are blaming other increases in commodity prices, in particular milk, for increasing, say, the price of coffee from $3.50 a cup to $4 a cup. But there are some forgotten ones in the big change in our tax system. In particular, term depositors, people who put money with banks, and that's $93 billion worth. They'll effectively lose $1.9 billion worth of purchasing power with this one-off increase in inflation, and they won't be compensated. Meanwhile, overnight, the New Zealand dollar weakened slightly to 73.4 US cents. We had some weak business confidence figures out, and housing approvals hit a one-year low. Our economy is diverging from the Australian dollar, although they too are seeing a slowdown in consumer borrowing. The number of housing approvals in Australia was relatively weak in August. Further afield, there was another Irish bailout of a bank. This time, Allied Irish, the government has had to take over, and it's had to pump more money into Anglo-Irish. The cost there rising to 50 billion euros. The deficit for Ireland's government is now 32% of GDP. And finally, Spain's credit rating was cut overnight by Moody's to AA1. I'm Bernard Hickey. That was slightly more than 90 at 9, brought to you in association with Bank of New Zealand on a big day in New Zealand's economic history, October 1.